Okay, if you remember from last video, the one shorty, you know, that cheated on her cousin. She made a video addressing the whole thing.
Doings onto the internet. I believe it is only fair that I bring attention to the things that he has done to me because my ex was never a saint like he paints himself out to be. We had a lot of arguments throughout our relationship, which was normal, but what wasn't normal was the verbal, mental, and physical abuse that he subjected me to.
All right, so verbal, mental, and physical abuse that he subjected you to. So let me get this straight, fam. Yeah, let me get this straight. He subjected you to verbal, mental, and physical abuse. So that made you cheat on him with your cousin. Like, are we dead ass? Is this your comeback? This is your comeback. Like, you didn't even try. Like, you couldn't think of anything else. Like, okay, let's just assume, right, that like I believed her, right? I don't even believe her, 'cause I think she's making this shit up. But let's just assume that I believe her, right? How does that? What does that have to do with the price of tea in China? What does that have to do with you cheating with your cousin? Like, you cheated with your cousin. You feel me? Like, you could have cheated with anyone else. Like, are we not understanding the cousin part, fam? There's nothing you can say. The only thing you could say is if he fucking made you cheat. That's the only thing you could even say. Like, I don't even think even then it'd make sense. But fam, there's no excuse. Like, there's no fucking way this is your comeback, fam. There's no way. Why did I even waste my time trying to watch this video? This is just a waste of time. Like,
He put me through a lot in the past 2.5 years of us being together. He even forced himself on me at one point.
so now you're resulting to you can't be fucking real, man. Like, so now it's he essayed me. Like, that's what it is. Bro, let me tell you something right now. Let me tell you something right now. Let me tell you something right now, fam. Right? Like, not excusing essay or anything or excusing abuse in any way, shape, or form. I still don't know what that has to do with the price of tea in China. The matter is you cheated on him with your cousin. Say you cheated on him to get back at him. Fine. You feel me? Like, I guess I can kind of, understand the reasoning or whatever the case may be, with your cousin. Like, what part of that, is not clicking with you in your head? Like, why did you think this was going to help you in any way, shape, or form? You cheated with your cousin. Like, forget the cheating, fam. You fucked your cousin. Like, the fuck wrong with this bitch, man? Like, you. Oh, my goodness.
My ex dealt with a lot of anger issues, and he would often use me as an outlet. For example, he would punch things, he would rip wires in the heat of conflicts. He would yell at me when I cried, and he would gaslit me until I believed I was the
Gaslit you or gaslight you. Like, okay.
problem. There were 2 or 3 times where my ex would approach me unprovoked and put me in a chokehold against the wall, and I would tell him to stop because I was scared, and he wouldn't. The next thing I'm about to say,
Wait. So he would just randomly walk up to you, choke you against the wall, and you tell him to stop, and he wouldn't. Like, okay. I mean, I believe that. That makes sense. That makes sense. I mean, I guess you never know. You just fuck your cousin. Like, I don't know. You never know. You never know these days. I guess maybe he could do that.
are serious allegations that I know men often get falsely accused of, but at the end of the day, all I can do is come on here, tell my truth, tell my story, whether you want to believe it or not. There was a time where me and my ex.
I'm gonna tell you right now, we ain't believing this shit, fam. But even if we did, it doesn't matter. You cheated with your cousin. With your cousin. You can't unfuck your cousin, fam. You can't.
Were drinking, and he forced himself onto me. And it hurt, and I cried, and I begged him to stop, but he never did. At the time of my essay, he was very rough on me, which resulted in me getting a cut on my insides. Luckily, I was able to take video footage of the blood on the scene and a graphic photo of the damage that resulted. After all this abuse, I formed.
First of all, if you've ever smashed someone before, like if you're not a virgin, right? Or like if you're, well, I mean, I don't even mean to say it in this way, but like if you're not a virgin and you just have a normal sized penis, like people bleeding is not like uncommon. That's not like an uncommon, especially if they're like, you know, a couple days before their period or whatever, you know, you could cause it to start early, just depending on, you know, depending on the person, I guess. But depending on if you like hit something like a certain way or whatever, like the bleeding is not like, that's not like not normal. Like I, like, you know, like, I don't know. Like, am I tripping? Like, am I the one tripping? Because I swear to God, that's like a normal, especially like a couple days before their period. You know, if you hit it a certain way, you could either cause the period to start sooner, or you know, you could cause some sort of bleeding. Like, you know, I'm just like, I swear to God, that's like that's happened a couple times, and it's like that's not like any cause of alarm. That could be what that is, you know. So I don't know. I mean, but even if it did, he did, right? He would still, you'd be a terrible person. It wouldn't make you less of a terrible person though. Like that's what I don't understand. Like he would still be a, you know, like you'd be a horrible person, right? But it will make him less of a terrible person. You feel me? Like what you're saying, we don't even know if it's true. We know for sure you fuck your cousin though. So like we know that for sure.
The trauma bond.
You see this tweet right here? This is exactly how I feel. My boyfriend is beating me. So instead of calling for help, I'm gonna ask my cousin to nut on my face. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, what does that have to do with the price of fucking tea in China? Like, you feel me? Like, it doesn't even follow. It doesn't even logically follow. Like, it doesn't follow logically. It is so stupid. I'm just like, what the fuck? We just wasted like fucking 2 minutes of our lives watching this nonsense. But anyways, that was her response. You know, we don't give a fuck about all that nonsense. But if he did do anything to her, like physically or mentally abuse her, then you know that's a horrible thing to do. Then obviously, I feel bad that she went through that. But it doesn't change the fact that you know you fucked your cousin, you know, and you cheated. Like even if he did, right? You were still in a relationship with him, and then you purposefully stepped out of your relationship to cheat on your cousin. So either way, it's not looking good for you. Like, pack it up, gang.